Welcome back to Inside PressBox. For the next several weeks, we'll be following the Washington Capitals as they head into the playoffs. So we've partnered up with MonumentalNetwork.com to bring you an episode of Caps Redline each week.
Last year's NHL Draft Day saw the Capitals add a veteran piece to their roster when they traded for Mike Ribeiro, who's been a welcomed addition on the wing.
And as with any move to a new team in a new city, it takes some adjusting time. So Caps Redline went cruising with number 9. Let's take a look.
I grew up in Montreal and always had trucks because of the snow and the winters. So once I moved to Dallas and I had the chance to get a car, I guess I'd try to get the best one. A Bentley, I've been driving that for 5 years now, so I'm due for a new one soon. My rims with the fleur-de-lis on it, because back home our state flag is for fleur-de-lis, so I decided to put that on my rims, but that's about it. Other than that, it's just a normal car, I guess. Obviously, when I got here, we visit all the museums, but after, friends and family come and visit, and you do that 2-3 times, I think the last few times I just let the kids go, but it was just nice to see all the, history.
Full speed to center, across into the Toronto zone, into the slot area, Brouwer, no room to shoot, room on the other side, he score! Mike Ribeiro!
My kids, for them, I'm just the dad, and I'm there to play with them and do homework, and then when they see the other guys, they get excited. When I moved, I was like, well, you guys can have a chance to meet Ovi and come skate with him. That made them happy and make them more comfortable to be here.
Ribeiro on the right wing, across Ovechkin, he scores!
Now that I have a chance to play with him, I think it's pretty cool to play with an all-star player and a guy who can score and play the way he plays. But for me, it's a different dressing room, but it's still work and still hockey.
And you can catch a new edition of Caps Redline each week on MonumentalNetworks.com. Now, Gary, we've got a couple minutes to talk some sports, and I got to tell you, that was a neat piece, but it showed the difference. We're sort of the same generation, but boy, our teams controlling the message now and trying to make every aspect of their teams interesting to the public.
Yeah, I think it's fascinating, actually. He wasn't being interviewed in this kind of setting.
Right.
Just a face on a TV. They were offering you a little behind-the-scenes look at the player, the kind of car he drives, the things that he talks about. It's the line between team and sport and media and entertainment is constantly blurring and getting thinner. And that's evidence of what's happening. They are creating their message, they're controlling their message. You go to them to watch the message. Doesn't matter what the message is, doesn't matter if it's sports or entertainment, it's all the same now. It's actually very fascinating what's happening.
It is really interesting to watch the evolution of this now, and it's interesting. Every team has their own website. Monumental is the website of the Caps and Wizards, but they want to be more about the Washington community and reaching over into Baltimore as well. But it is interesting how they all want to control that message now.
It used to be that, a channel like this or the competitors, the over-the-air TV places, and for only a couple of minutes a day, were the only place that you could get information about your favorite team. Now, that information is not only available here, it's available online at other media outlets, but it's also available on their own websites, and that's where they can control it. And, we can have another conversation if that's good or bad, but that is the way it is right now. Everybody's competing for eyeballs.
It's not whether it's good or bad. It's just different to guys like me and your generation. Correct. A little bit further removed from it than I am, but way further back.
And having said that, it's all good. I mean, you go on the Ravens website, excellent. The Orioles website, you get all that information. PressBox, I mean, it's all there. It's better for the consumer. The consumer just has to be able to understand who's providing the message and what's behind that message.
And those teams have to be careful not to make it too skewed because their credibility will be lacking. So I think the fans are the winners in the end.
Yep.
All right, when we get back, we'll send it out to our team and take a look at the O's home opener last week. Get your turn t-shirt for the female sports fan in your life right now at yourturntshirt.com. yourturntshirt.com or at the Zone Superstore at 1744 East Joppa Road.